Sometimes we get so involved in capturing a shot, it's almost as if we're part of it. You know, they say sometimes you should just not take a shot and just watch, but I don't know. I feel like trying to capture it, you're wrestling with it, you're engaged with it, you're hyper aware of it. I quite like that. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Sean Keenan and I've come to a location that I shot at last year, similar time as this, but I'm not going to go down to that secret beach. I'll link the episode up above if you're interested, but I'm not going to go down to that beach today. I'm going to traverse the ridgeline and go down the coast. There were some rock formations that I was really interested in and that I shot in that episode, but I want to get a closer look. Now, behind me here is a tori gate, and a tori gate is this traditional Japanese gate that is in the front of Shinto shrines. And this tiny little Shinto shrine here marks the beginning of the trailhead to get down to where I'm going, and the trail that took me down to where I was last year. What it signifies is this transition from the mundane to the sacred or the extraordinary. Now, I'm not a very religious person, but I do believe mindset plays a massive role in the success of whatever you're doing. And so when I walk through this tori gate, I am going to change my mind from this mundane life to this extraordinary, maybe even sacred experience. Yeah, we shall see. Let's get going.
Yesterday, there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise.
This little guy has walked around the rim of this chalice or vase or whatever it is about 10 times. Enough time to allow me to set up this shot and shoot it about 3 times. So he was right on the edge each time. Amazing. Don't know what he's doing, what he's looking for. His little sacred pilgrimage. Good luck.
Easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond
So I got this road all the way back up to here. Just over here, there's a tunnel that you can see, and that's what first captured my eyes. Like, oh, what's that tunnel? And then I saw all the signs. It says there was a hotel over there, and I looked up a video on YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. I looked up a video to see what was it over there, and I found that there was a video about a rescue that had to happen there because of landslides, and some people got caught there. So they went despite the signs, and that's why they're patrolling, to make sure that more people like me don't venture over there and get stuck. So decisions will be made, and I'll check back in soon. All right, yeah, so I've decided to head back. No need to test my faith nor test the prowess of the security forces. I've got about a 45-minute to an hour hike back, and another 30-minute hike down to the beach, so just enough time to roam around and find a new location. See you soon. Okay, I'm back where I started now, and I'm beginning to wonder if I walked through that tori gate the wrong direction, because there was nothing extraordinary or sacred about that direction there. So maybe I should just walk through it the other direction. Fingers crossed I can get one image out of today. That's my goal, one image. I guess, you know, if you're watching this, that means I did get one shot. Otherwise, I'm going to have to scrap this episode. One shot, I just want one. Sacred and extraordinary. I'm going to settle for good and not mundane. How's that? Not mundane. I'm going to settle for something that's not mundane. I have my first image lined up. It took me a while. I roamed the beach for quite a long time, maybe about an hour, hour and a half, just searching around looking for something. I didn't want to fill this episode with B-roll of me just searching around, but I really think that that's a really important step in landscape photography. And sometimes, you know, we get to a location and then the first thing we do is set up our tripod and we don't get to explore. And I was hesitant to come down this far because, you know, I'm keeping an eye on the tide. The tide is actually going to be a high tide at sunset tonight. So I can't really be in this location at sunset. So I was like, should I go down that far? Well, I'm glad I did because I found an image with really interesting texture, color, patterns in the rocks here. Now, I set up my tripod pointed almost straight down. Initially, I was going to photograph it in a 1:1 aspect ratio. I think I much prefer it in a 16:9. It really captures these larger rocks and then this movement in the middle here with these smaller but defined rocks down here at the bottom. Whoa, and there we go. Nearly lost my camera. Just a tiny little bump, and there we go. I don't know if you can hear that little bird out there. It's perched on that rock right there. And he's just singing his song, doing his thing, watching the world go by. He seems like the wrong kind of bird to be perched on that rock, looking out over the ocean. And maybe he's just like me, you know, we're here enjoying the view. And he's like, yes, it's great, I love it. I don't know if it's worthwhile showing you guys. I like it. I'll throw it up. I'll put it up. You let me know what you think. Back through the jungle. After that shot, my options were pretty limited, so I decided to head back towards the location I was at earlier in the day. To be honest, I'm glad I'm not doing this after sunset. I've got an hour before sunset and only a kilometer down the road. I got time, but whew, I trucked it up that hill there and I am drenched in sweat. You know, in Hokkaido, you never know how the weather's going to turn out. So I knew that I was coming to the coast and it was supposed to be a little bit chillier than it is today. And man, I am roasted. The sun was getting lower in the sky and I knew I had to find a good safe spot to photograph the cliffs.
I eventually found a little spot that was far from the ruin, safe from a potential landslide, and had an unadulterated view of the cliffs.
So, this scene before me is beautiful, and it's only going to get more and more beautiful as the sun sets. Now, let's turn you around.
Unfortunately, the explosion of color I expected never came, and this composition that I had lined up wasn't going to deliver. I switched up my expectations and turned my lens to where the light was best. And I wasn't disappointed.
Pure simplicity, pure beauty, and some might say cliche. I don't care. Shoot what you like, and this looks beautiful.
I set out trying to escape from the mundane and photograph the extraordinary.
What it signifies is this transition from the mundane to the sacred or the extraordinary.
Yet I ended up with some images of some kelp, a bird on a rock, and some reed grass. Pretty mundane things. So how was it that I came away with a wonderful day of exploration and photography? Perhaps having a positive mindset really did help me to find beauty in the mundane. And in doing so, I tapped into something extraordinary.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, please hit the like button. If you enjoyed the content, if you enjoyed following me on this adventure, subscribe and join me on future adventures. And please share. Please share with your friends, your family, your colleagues, anybody who's into photography or into Japan and wants to see a little bit of the Japanese Hokkaido countryside. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Yesterday there was sun in